We'll soon cross the water.
Yeah.
Build it.
Walter.
Aqueducto, yeah. To the right. There's a wall. And this wall is constructed. It's a wall.
Walter.
The
time.
Ahí viven.
It's Yugoslavian.
Son yugoslavos.
One shekel bikshon. One shekel. One shekel filim. One shekel filim. One shekel. Look, one shekel. Come here, donkey.
Hey, Marshall, give us a wave here. Come on. There you go, Superman. Hold on with one hand. Hold on with one hand. The rock's hurt.
Once a week.
We can lay in the aqueduct, you know, interchange the water up,
We can put it all the way down.
like the lazy river at Wild.
Yeah, well, except for the fact that this river is very, very shallow. And it's usually dry. But actually, that's because most of the water is in the aqueduct. So the aqueduct is not dry. We're going down, we'll cross canyon only. They had to go around the archaeology, and the army used for exactly the same reason. Because the armies go up roads. Armies don't go up the sides of mountains. And therefore, it trenches all over the place here. And big fortifications there. They're up there. I see trenches, and off to the left there'll be some. Anybody who needs a great picture of Jericho from here, be prepared. And they could take some of the water and use it for Jerusalem. So there was a deal between original.
So it's detoured both ways.
Yeah, some of it went up to Jerusalem. Some of it went up to Jerusalem, and some of it goes down to Jericho.
Pumping stations, obviously.
What are we doing?
But this flows all the way down. This is a gravity flow.
Has to.
Yeah.
Aqueduct always works on gravity. Car behind us, help. Go.
Tell them to go around on the left side.
Left side.
Close to us now. By the way, it's not running strong.
So much.
They seem to it looks like they've closed the aqueduct. It's not running full.
Oh, look at
Why not?
water.
Are you writing on everything?
Listening.
Up the wall.
Jericho, on this little road,
This is easy
we're passing another bus
You
here.
haven't seen anything yet, guys. Let those people are same thing. Look at that beautiful view of Jericho.
I heard Jericho's so big.
No, it's not so big.
So important.
Rita, you okay there? Not looking down anymore?
I'm looking at the other.
Now we're coming down to the aqueduct, guys. Here's Herod's winter palace. Herod died in this place.
Where?
This was his palace. All the archaeology here. Look. They dug out the squares. This was a detour. But we'll be back here on Sunday morning. Friday. Planted banana. Oh, this is vegetables. It's American. Anyhow, so this is the second thing about the Dead Sea, is the rest and recreation, because people come down to the Dead Sea. I know people who are at this hotel. This was a Jordan Legion camp. This was all a Jordan. These buildings on the left are an old Jordan Legion barracks. They're abandoned now, but they set up a water slide down there, and they're trying to make some kind of summer water park along the north shore of the Dead Sea. I don't know how. I've never been there.
Like the water park down the side of the mountain.
Over from 1967, rotting away. And here's the kibbutz. This kibbutz is called Kalya. And now we're coming along the way. We're coming along the road along the Dead Sea. This is a beautiful road now, especially this time of the year when the color, when it's not, it's usually boiling hot here. It's usually up in the 80s. Or even 90s, very hot. And now it's beautiful. I'm looking forward to it.
He's talking about Grad.
Now, the kibbutz is called Kalya, everybody.
No, that's a joke.
After the name of the place.
90 degrees Celsius.
But right next to it, at 11 o'clock the way we're driving, at 12 o'clock exactly, is a green patch a little bit up the mountain. And all that, and that's the plateau of Qumran. Morning they drive the road, the whole thing. I mean, it goes all the way across Egypt. It goes down to Eilat. It goes across the Lebanese border. You have this dirt road. And the Bedouin trackers who are in the Israeli army, that's what they do. They look out for the footprints. Interesting, I've traveled with those guys. Here's a guy with a dune buggy. That's unusual. I've never seen one in Israel.
Another miracle.
Caves all over the place. All over the place are caves. This is the area of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Limestone always has caves. Always. I thought this dune buggy was illegal in Israel. Limestone always has caves. Do you understand that, guys? Limestone is rock which is formed under the sea. Under the sea, it sits there under pressure, and it's the seashells, they're the lime. The seashells make the lime which binds it together. And then the mountain rises. What are you looking at, Laura?
The mountains on the other side of the Dead Sea.
That's Transjordan. That's the hills of Ammon.
Because as you get further south,
Yeah, but we'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. So, as I was saying, under the sea, the lime is the seashells that make lime. And that's the cement that keeps the rock together. Then you get all this geological stuff and the mountains pick up. And then you get the mountains up high in the air and they're limestone which was formed under the sea. Sedimentary rock. And then it rains and the water comes through and the water mixes with the lime. Water is H2O, mixes with calcium carbonate, and the water dissolves the lime, makes carbonic acid, dissolves the lime, and you get caves. So you always have caves in limestone when you have rain. Now these are springs. These are not. There's been a big fire here. This fire was since I left. These are natural springs leaking out. The water is leaking out of the side of the Dead Sea, out of the side of the mountains, and it's fresh water on the shores of the Dead Sea. The sea looks rough today, by the way. I'm seeing big waves. Well, not big waves, not surfing waves, but it looks rough. It looks cold too. Huh? Wait. Its major city was Rabat Ammon, the great city of Ammon. The Arabs call it Amman for that reason. It's the capital of Jordan. So this is a nature reserve. That's what the fence is here. They want to keep the people away from all these reeds and stuff. How come what?
How come you don't smell the salt?
Salt doesn't smell.
No, like when you go to the ocean.
Oh, you will smell sulfur. And now the Dead Sea is sinking. But that's important because the fortress was built before King Herod. The fortress was built by Yanai before Herod. So the Dead Sea was low then. That was by seeing the fortress here, which was underwater 20 years ago. But the sea is sinking now. But we learned that the sea was low even then. Send kids out and who want to do this, and they do some settling and they do some army work, and some training. They go around. They stay on the settlement. They go to Lebanon and stuff. Hey, we just crossed it. If we'd have gone out of Jerusalem, walked right down the hill, right down the valley, we would have. And there are still caves on both sides. You also see some farming here. Groves of palm trees, usually. That's because date palms can take very salty water.
Are we out of occupied territory?
Yep, we're still black. It's black because there's asphalt coming up there. That's the black mud we may smear on ourselves later on.
I've never done that. Yeah, what did you smear?
You
Asphalt.
continue to say that each year.
Never did like. They have many food.
Pickled herring. No, nothing. Yeah, that's a joke, old joke. Pickled herring. No, in fact, that's why they call it dead, because there's 26% mineral by content, Which you do get, you get single-celled microorganisms.